Every cell in our body is surrounded by a cell wall. This cell wall is made of essential fatty acids, such as omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, and it plays an important role in absorbing necessary nutrients into the cell, discharging waste, and blocking external invaders. However, when the essential fatty acids that make up the cell wall become deficient, hydrogenated oil sometimes fills that empty space. A cell wall composed of hydrogenated oil cannot function properly. Nutrients cannot enter the cell properly, and waste cannot be discharged properly either. It also fails to block the invasion of pathogens, microorganisms, and viruses. Such cells either mutate or die, which can lead to serious diseases such as cancer and tumors. The cell wall has not only a physical barrier, but also an electromagnetic barrier. This electromagnetic barrier plays a role in recognizing and blocking viruses, bacteria, and pathogens that have positive ions. When the electromagnetic function of the cell wall is damaged due to hydrogenated oil, the cell cannot properly recognize harmful substances and allows external invaders to enter the interior of the cell and destroy it. Trans fat is just as dangerous as hydrogenated oil. Fried foods, margarine, and cookies or donuts with labels such as hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated can be said to contain trans fat. Dr. Brian Olshansky of the University of Iowa emphasizes, the problem with trans fat is that the body does not know how to process it. The body cannot properly break down and use trans fat. It is stiff and hard, so it can accumulate in the body and cause problems. Trans fat causes the following serious health problems. It accumulates on the surface of blood vessels and the brain, hindering blood vessel and brain functions. It is closely related to obesity, heart disease, diabetes, high cholesterol, and sudden cardiac death. It significantly increases the risk of developing coronary heart disease. Research shows a correlation with the onset of Alzheimer's disease. In a study on monkeys, trans fat intake increased body weight by 7.2%. It is metabolized differently in the liver and can cause liver disease. Research also shows that people who consume a lot of trans fat have a 73% decrease in the possibility of pregnancy. If there's a label such as hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated on the ingredient list of processed foods, it means that the food contains trans fat. Be careful, as fast food and cheap food contain a lot of trans fat. Dr. Brian Olshansky strongly advises his patients not to eat foods containing trans fat, processed foods, and fast food. He emphasizes the importance of eating fresh food, mentioning research that shows eating fresh food alone can lower cholesterol levels as much as taking hyperlipidemia medication.